Hey everybody, this is James with wstrades.com. Want to provide an update here on ticker symbol ILUS. Looking at some news stories here. There is one out early today talking about ILUS summarizing the highlights of its 2022 annual shareholders meeting that was held on January 28th. So it's talking here about the company being a mergers and acquisitions company focused on acquiring and developing public safety technology-based companies across the globe. It's also saying here that ILUS confirmed that it is planning several spin-offs and the company is working behind the scenes on its first up listing. The company will soon be announcing the investment bank, which it will be partnering with for its first planned uplisting. The company is creating several divisions within its group, such as emergency response technologies, integrated systems, renewables, and defense. Each of these divisions are being developed through acquisitions and growth to have the potential to uplist, as are ILUS's recent acquisitions, such as Avira Drones, which could have the potential to uplist on its own. So just some highlights there from that shareholders meeting that was held on January 28th. Let's take a look here at some price action. I have not covered this stock in a while, but I do remember it was trading around 44 or 45 cents. And I said that I thought the thing was going to come down or could come down and possibly test the 25-cent level, which you can see rejection here as a very long-term support. Somebody commented on the video and said I was smoking something. And I was just like, well, it is a big move down. But, you know, if this thing continues to sell off, I could see it coming down to this level. And that's exactly what happened. It came down and tested this 25-cent level here, actually sold through it and made it all the way down to about 21 cents before rallying. So I had this downtrend line drawn up here because I'm like, you know, until this thing breaks through this downtrend line, you know, I could see it going all the way down to 25 cents. And, you know, it went all the way to 21. So it dipped a little bit below it there, maybe a bit of a fake out. And then it blasted quickly above it and rallied back up to about 37, 38 cents. And then we had almost a bearish engulf here and started to make a move down. But you can see after this recent rally up and sell off that it's still floating above this downtrend line. So you can see it rejected it here and here, rallied up, was just kind of hugging that 21-day EMA here on the daily chart. And now a large move down again. So I'm kind of looking at this downtrend line or this trend line right now. You know, is it going to continue to reject this and make a nice move away? You know, or is it going to come back down and test around 21 cents? So I think if this trend line does not hold and it actually closes below this trend line here, I believe it will test this low here, this recent low here of about 21 cents. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. If it starts to rally away from this downtrend line, you know, that would be like a slightly higher low, not by much. But that's kind of what I would be looking at. And then again, if it sells through, you know, I'm looking at that 21-cent level. What's going to happen if the sellers can beat it back down to 21 cents? Is it going to rally, have a nice rally like this and start to move away from that 21-cent level? You know, or is it going to sell through that level and close below that level? I think if it doesn't hold the 21 cents, I think this thing could move all the way down to about 13 cents, maybe 14 cents. You can see here that was resistance at one point here when this thing was trading, you know, below 15 cents a share. So yeah, if that 21-cent level does not hold, I think it's coming down to test about 13 or 14 cents. And then to the upside, you can see the 21-day EMA right now is still a barrier. It rallied above it, quickly sold below it, and was really trading right around that 21 before it made this big move lower. So, you know, if the bulls step in and rally this thing away from this downtrend line or rally this thing away from the 21-cent mark, I'm going to be looking at the 21-day EMA. You know, I want to see it get above that, close above it, and then really hold that, because the last time it rallied up here and made a nice run, within 2 candles, it was already back below that 21-day EMA. So it's definitely some price levels I'm looking at, and a moving average and a trend line that I'm keeping my eye on with this ticker. I'll continue to keep you guys updated. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you.